All right, well, I'm Brandon with Run It Back here with NaturE after the match against Cloud9 Blue. With Immortals and early on with Gen.G, you're kind of playing the Sentinel role. Um, could you give us some insight on the switch to a duelist role? With Jet and Raze, you've been playing for a bit now. And how did it come about? How do you feel you're doing in that role?
Uh, I came about because of our last coach, like Matt wanted, he saw like potential in me playing Jet because we didn't really have an opper. Kenny was still getting used to like, or Kusta, also, sorry. He was getting used to the aggressive op style, like that you have to play in Valorant. Like he's really good at defensive op and stuff like that. And we've had him play Jet before, and we always know that like his side's really good because of those things. But when it came towards aggression, he even knows that he struggled a bit with it. So I was down. I said I'll try it. He wanted something like that. I was doing pretty good on it. I think I am doing all right on it still. I think I haven't had like my star performance. I think against 100 Thieves I played like really good, and then I didn't get to show that like as much in the last. But it's tough. Like I have the mentality that I should be doing much better. Like I should be dropping 40 stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
you have some of those people, but all in all, think that I just have to know that I'm doing my job and like my first interactions, like I went like 7 on first bloods that time around. I think there's some things I could clean up like mid round, but I think I'm doing pretty good on like that side of the duelist.
Okay, well, moving on to the match, against Cloud9. Ascent, to kind of put it bluntly, was a little hard to watch.
Yes, it
Um,
was.
you know,
Trust.
we all saw what went down. You were there. You
Yeah, it
know
was hard. It was hard to play, to be honest with you. There were
what?
strides, but there were strides of life in it. I will say,
Yeah,
we had a lot of man advantages that we went into post plants and stuff like that. A few things were like a bit unlucky, I would say, but all in all, I think that we came in today a little like I guess like a little hype. We didn't slow things down in the retakes. I think it's a problem that LG had with us. I think a lot of teams when we get in these man advantages and stuff, throw them away very quickly because their retake is timed correctly. I think that people may say things, but we aren't saying like okay we're going in 2-1 except etc. And then like we weren't doing that as well, and we kind of went on off timings for some people weren't helping each other, and like we lost a pick there, and then it's kind of like a 2v2. Like I think there was like multiple rounds, we were 3v, and we couldn't get a single one of them. So I think that was the big struggle. And like, to be honest with you, I was going against the fucking superheroes over here. Like they were like it's just one of those games where there's all to aim in. You have Mitch on Sentinel, he duelist role in half of these rounds, like he's sprinting it.
well, you kind of answered my question. I was going to ask what you felt went wrong. You kind of went into
Yeah.
the giving the picks away and everything like that, and kind of maybe answered a little bit of the next question. I kind of wanted to know what adjustments you guys made to kind of pick up the pace on split and win it in that nail biter in overtime.
I think we just woke up a bit and we're more comfortable. We haven't played this tournament so far. It was something that we knew we were going to have to play because to win this and go to champs, we have to win it in a BO5 end, right? So we knew we had to pull it out at some point, and it was this time was correct because like to go a little bit in the backstory, like when we were doing vetoes and stuff, we got them by what our ban was. Like they didn't expect us to ban Icebox, and then they got us with their Haven ban. Like both teams didn't expect to ban like those maps. We definitely thought both of those were played. So that's when we were like, okay, like we're pulling out a cent. It's fine. We're gonna have to do it. And we knew they picked it. And that's kind of where like we kind of didn't let it get in our heads a bit, and we woke up a bit. Like we woke up, we know that these guys are aiming right now. They're like popping off. So we played our game on split. We knew that their comp wasn't that good. Playing no Viper and Sage, I don't really like. I hope that they think about that because it's pretty rough on split. And yeah, we were pretty confident going in after we saw the comp.
Okay, well then moving on to Breeze, it was another tough matchup, kind of like Split was. It was well fought, kind of towards the end there.
Yeah.
What do you feel was the deciding factor on that map that let Cloud9, Blue pull away and take the series?
Oh, I think at first our game plan was to kill Leaf because he on Breeze loves to just run it down, actually. But this is where like I had tweeted and I said like I think that they played much better like than they did against Rise yesterday. Like honestly, I don't think there was a team that thought Rise should have won that because we've all played Cloud9 and we've all played Rise, but I think that there was a little bit of disrespect going on honestly. Like they were kind of just running at them, not caring at all. And I think I'm sure Vanity probably got on it and stuff like that, saying like, okay, like let's not go this far. We need to respect somewhat. And I think they showed that in Breeze. I think Leaf got spotted a few times by us, and he decided to not run at us still, and it was kind of nice. Like, and then, but like towards the end, like yeah, I think the last few rounds he did it. Like he like went in the no disrespect mode. We got a couple of those rounds even, and he got me like the last round, and it was rough after that one. We almost won that round, but they had a good crossfire. I just think that we get to pull back into games, and teams get to pull back into because of the way they play. Like I think you just literally know that the guy's gonna run at you. But that was like stopped at the start. He didn't do it as much. So I think that was really good by them by like figuring that out.
Okay, well, it's unfortunate to see any team have their run end here at the Last Chance Qualifier, but it's especially true, for a fan favorite Gen.G squad. I was looking on Twitter and everything. There were a lot of people who had your guys' backs, wanted to see you guys pull through. What's next for you, and for the team?
I think we'll like take a little bit of time off. We'll have our talks and everything, and just figure out like what everything is because I this isn't my like main role. I'm sure other people have roles in mind and stuff like that. We'll figure things out as it goes, and we'll just see like how it happens. Like we don't really know yet. It's
Yeah.
kind of like in the moment. We were hoping to do pretty good. Like in general, I've told pretty much all the media guys that uh, the old bracket that was like it was us, Xset, 100 Thieves, and Cloud9 on top, like on the top of the bracket. Like we said, like this is the top four. Like this is 100% like our hardest matchups, and well, we lost the two teams that were in the top four that we thought would be hard matchups for us. So it was rough. It sucks to lose for sure. I don't feel good about it, but like we knew that they were going to be tough, and I think we grew a lot from 100 Thieves, and we almost pulled it out on C9 because of that.
Awesome. Well, best of luck to you guys in the future. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today.
Yes, sir.
Have a good
Thank
one.
you.